There is. They're playing the Browns. Or not the Browns, the Bears.
Is it a preseason game?
It is. That's why we're taking them. That way, it was cheap tickets, and we don't feel bad. Like we're leaving halftime. Like they can't make it through it. Because my daughter's 5.5, my son's 7.5. It's just not like it's not our thing, huh?
They have a low attention.
They do. Like I mean, we can all understand that, right? Okay. So we did a warm up yesterday. The word problem. Step 1. What do?
Read the whole thing.
Read the whole thing. Mr. H's first boxing match was 4 rounds. If you don't know, so what you watch on TV when you watch boxing, you usually see like 12-round fights because it's guys who have been fighting and they're fighting for like a championship or something like that. When you first get into boxing in the professional ranks, unless you are somebody like Lomachenko, who was a 2-time Olympian, gold medalist, came in already fighting for championships, you start with 4 rounds, okay? Then you build up, so my last fight, my 5th fight was 6 rounds. I finally got to step up, and none of my fights lasted 4 rounds, even my 5th fight, which I got knocked down in the 1st round, and I remember like standing back up and going, I'm in a ring. Like bell rang, I sat down and my coach is talking to me. And he said, you were glazed. And I remember getting smacked and like coming back to it. And he goes, you need to fight now. And all I did was move forward. Like he goes, it was the scariest I've ever seen. Like when I fight, like, cause you see me like this, even when I'm coaching my classes, I spar and I'm happy and I'll smile and I'll let them hit me. When I fight, I get into my Philly shell because my arms are very short. And I go, like, I'm angry. And this is what they see. And my coach said, when you went out, you put your head out there for him. And he hit you with a jab. And like your lip curled and you just kept moving forward. And the guy like stopped and dropped his hands and stepped back for a second. He goes, and as soon as he did that, you just walked him into the ropes. And you threw for 3 minutes up against the ropes. He's like, it was a little scary. I was like, okay, cool. I don't remember the fight. It was awesome. So, 4-round fights. In the 1st round, he threw 75 jabs, 29 crosses. In the 2nd round, he threw 121 jabs and 30 crosses. In the 4th round, in the 3rd and the 4th round, he threw a combined 65 crosses and the same number of jabs in both the 3rd and the 4th round. In total, Mr. H threw 790 punches. How many jabs did he throw in the 3rd round only? So we've now read the question. Caleb told us, read the question. Abby, what's step 2?
Write the numbers down.
Find out what?
Like,
Was
how many jabs did he throw in the 3rd round?
Yeah, because we need to know what's the question asking. Before we write down numbers, because I don't want to write down 4 rounds, right? That's extraneous. It's extra information. We need to know what's the question asking. The unknown in this question is the jabs. Okay, that's our unknown. And I'm saying that a lot. I'm going to keep emphasizing unknown. Yesterday, Ben, you told me a key word from yesterday's problem. That same key word is in here.
total?
Total. What does total mean? What kind of problem is it if it's total?
Addition.
An addition problem. We had another word that we talked about yesterday with addition problem.
Expression?
Yes, but that's going to match up with addition. It was an S word. That's order of operations. It was an S word. Sum. Sum total. The sum is an answer to an addition problem. Everybody still with me? But unlike yesterday, we were looking for the total. Here, we're given the total. Does everybody get that? Mm-hmm. We're given the total. So here's how I would set this up. I'm given that my total equals 790. But now here's how I'm going to do, yes?
Wait, would it be 130?
What would be 130?
Like how many jabs?
I don't know, let's find out. Let's do it given, okay? I really don't remember. Now, 790. What is this?
Total.
The total what?
Punches.
So this was punches from all 4 rounds. Now, do you have to do this? No, but I'm just trying to show you how I will set it up. Okay? So over here has to be the 4 rounds. Okay? So now I have an equation because I know something's adding up to be the total. Go ahead.
So could you also like subtract from the rounds the first two rounds?
Yes, absolutely. You can subtract. Can we set it up as an equation first, and then we'll do some subtracting? Would that be all right? Because you're absolutely right. Like, there's multiple ways to do this problem. So what's in the first round?
75 jabs and
75 plus the 29. Right? Those are the punches from the first round. What do we have to add? What are we going to add?
The next round.
The next round, which is what?
121.
And?
30.
So that's the second round. And then we have a problem, y'all. What's the third round?
Don't know.
Well, we know a little bit.
Oh.
We know the third and fourth round. What do we know about the third and fourth round? How many crosses?
65.
Yeah. In both rounds combined, there were 65. Now, when Abby said, she goes, the question is, how many jabs did he throw? I kept saying, the unknown is the jabs. In algebra, we use what's called a what to replace a number, an unknown. Starts with a V.
Variable.
A variable. So, we need to put in the variable. We're looking for jabs, right? So I'm going to make the variable J. So I'm adding a J. But how many rounds of jabs don't we know?
2.
2. So we need to have the third round of jabs plus the fourth round of jabs. Now remember, this isn't just the third round. This isn't just the fourth round, because it says in the third and fourth round I threw 65. We're trying to find the total number of jabs, but the jabs were the same in both rounds. Go ahead.
Do you put them in parentheses?
You don't need to? Okay. So now, this is going to be one of our early lessons, is teaching you how to solve equations. You might not know how to do this. I was testing you, okay? So now I have an equation. I have 6 steps that will work for 99.9% of equations. And they will all, you will hear me say the steps over and over and over and over this year. Like, if you leave this class not knowing how to solve an equation, I done screwed up. Plain and simple, okay? Step 1 is we are always going to find a balance point. The balance point is an equal sign. What I mean by the balance point is an equation says what's on this side has to be the same as on this side. It has to balance, okay? Step 2 is distribute if needed. We talked yesterday that if a number is smack dab up against a parenthesis, it means multiplication. The distributive property means this number is smack dab up against the parenthesis, gets multiplied. Do we need to distribute? Are there any parentheses?
No.
No, so we don't need to distribute. Step 3, combine like terms on the same side. We have a left side, we have a right side. My numbers are like terms because those are all called constants. So, numbers without variables are called constants. Don't be sorry. Okay? So, once you've copied it down, let's add them up. And we should get, when we add them, 320. But we're still in step 3. We're still combining like terms on the same side. Okay? How many j's, my variables, do I have?
2.
2. But we don't just want to add the j themselves. What we are adding are the coefficients. Coefficients are the numbers in front of the variable. But Mr. H, there's not a number in front of the variable. When there's not a number in front of the variable, what number does it have to be?
0.
Not 0.
1.
1. Because, do you see 0 j's there? Because having 0 j's would be this. Right? How many j's are there?
2.
There's two of them, but each one is 1. Unless it has a number in front of it, and then it would be a different number. So 1 plus 1 gives me 2 J's. Everybody with me? Equals 790. Now listen, the goal of every equation is to isolate. Isolate means get by itself. Okay? Isolate means to get by itself. So I need to move all of this stuff away from the J. So what do I move first?
That too.
No. We move the stuff that's farthest away from it first. So I'm going to move 320. Now, listen to, I use very specific language. I am going to combine my constants. The goal is to get the J by itself. So do I want to move the 790 to this side? Or do I want to move this 320 to the opposite side?
320 off.
Yeah, we want it like on a wall. Split them up. When I move things to the opposite side, we use the opposite operation, which is called the inverse operation. This is a positive 320. What's the opposite of plus 320?
Negative.
Very good. So I'm going to subtract 320 punches from this side. Why do I do it on both sides? Great question. This is balanced. My hand is the middle. If I add weight to this side, what happens?
Fall.
It's not balanced anymore. But if I add weight and Caleb adds weight to that side, what happens? It stays back. Now, if I start pushing harder because I'm stronger than Caleb, or if he's stronger than me, go ahead. Ugh, it's unbalanced. It has to be the same amount on both sides. Okay? That's all about the equation. Thank you. Okay? So I have to do it to both sides. 320 minus 320 is 0. 0 plus 2j is a property called the additive identity. You don't need to know that, but I'm going to say it a lot. 0, so this doesn't cancel. It doesn't go anywhere. It becomes a 0. 0 plus anything is that anything. So 2j comes down. Equals, this is going to give me 470. We're not done yet. Because the goal is to get j by itself. We got 2 j's. What does it mean when we have something smack dab against something else?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. We need to move this to the other side. The opposite of multiplication is?
Division.
Division. What are we going to divide by?
2.
2. Why does this work, Mr. H? 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1j, remember, is the same as just j. But I've done it to this side. So what do I have to do to the other side? Divide by 2. So j is then 235. Is that my answer?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Round.
Why not? What type of problem?
It's a total problem. Addition.
What are those? What are all of those things?
Word problem.
Word problem. So what does my answer have to have?
I have to have a complete sentence.
It doesn't have to have a complete sentence, but specificity.
Yeah.
We want to be specific. Mr. H threw 235 jabs in the third round of his first fight. How are we doing with this? This was hard. Okay, this was hard. We're not even doing equations yet. But you did equations last year. I wanted to see where you guys were at. Fair enough?
Yeah.
You won't have this on a quiz or a test anytime soon. You'll see it in a month or so. Everybody good? Okay. Perfect. Yesterday, we talked about simplifying fractions. Does everybody have this copy? May I erase?
Yeah.
Then are you good? So, we have the top of a fraction, we have the bottom of a fraction. What did we call the top of said fraction? Started with an N.
Numerator.
The numerator. Which means the bottom of the fraction was the
No.
denominator. Beautiful. Okay. Easy stuff. And yesterday, all we talked about was simplifying. So, today is the 22nd. It is day 2. It's fractions day 2. We're going to review simplifying, and we're going to go forward with our regular lesson. Okay? So, to receive full credit with fractions, they must be simplified completely. Okay? They have to be simplified completely. So we're going to review real quick. I'm going to show you a couple problems. I'm going to give you the homework. It's 10 questions. It's easy. If you get an answer like this one. Okay? So we had several rules from yesterday, right? So you should have those rules somewhere in your notes where we either divide by 2, divide by 3, divide by 5, divide by 10. Do you remember those? Ish? Okay.
I remember.
What are we going to simplify this fraction by?
2.
Why 2?
Because it goes in both of them.
Because the ones digits are even. Because the ones digits are even, we can divide by 2. Okay, get your calculators, help me. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 20 divided by 2 is, yeah, that's it, 10. And we know that these are equivalent. Correct? But I have a problem. That would still be marked wrong.
It's not simplified all the way.
It's not simplified all the way. Why not?
Improper.
It's improper.
That's not why. We're not going to. I'm never going to want you to change it to a mixed number.
You can still go down
Why?
because the ones digits are even.
The ones digits are even. You need to double check after you've simplified once. Can you simplify again?
Yes, you can.
These are both divisible by
2.
2 again. 12 divided by 2 is 6.
5.
Oh, that's, so now, guess what? The first, oh, I'm too short, holy moly. Sorry guys, that's poor writing. So, all of those are equivalent to each other. They all have the same value, but they certainly look different, right? So, 24/20ths is equivalent to 12/10ths, but 6/5 is the simplified fraction. So just because you simplify once does not mean that you are done. Question so far?
Is this what a homework looks like?
No. Questions yet? Okay. So let's talk about your homework. You have 15 minutes. I'll let you know. I know you're like, please, has it felt slow?
No, I'm just looking at the clock.
If it's felt slow, I'm sorry. Like, it's still math. I'm trying to make it fun, but it's 7th hour math. Like, it's not gonna be great. Okay, here we go. So today's lesson is one sentence. When adding or subtracting fractions, the denominators must be the same. Okay, I'm done. I'm not really, but that's the lesson. You can only add and subtract fractions when the denominators are the same. If they're not, we got to figure out how to get them to be the same. So here's our first example. 21/10 plus 8/10. A nice basic problem of addition. What do we do?
At the top.
Absolutely. The denominators are the same. That's step one. If the denominators are the same, you put your fraction bar, you put the 10. Plain and simple. And then you add the, use top, what do we call them? You're right with the top.
Numerator?
The numerators. So we take whatever the sign is, and it's 21 plus 8, which is
29.
good, Anna.
Thank you.
It is 29/10. You were very proud of that. I like that. Now, can we simplify it? The answer is no, but if you can, guess what you have to do? Simplify it. Let's do one more example. Right, again, this is not, ready? I'm gonna pull this one. It's not rocket science. You know how I know that? Because I've watched my wife work. Yeah, it's not rocket science. Okay, here we go. -7/4 minus -12/4. Tougher. I'm gonna help you within your calculators. So, question number 1 is, or not is, are the denominators the same?
No. I mean, yes.
Yes.
Which one do you mean?
I'm talking about the bottom. They're the same.
Yeah, the denominators are the same. The 4s are the same, which means go for it. We can do it. Now watch what I do. I take the signs and all of the numbers. So in my calculator, if you do not know how to do this in your calculator, you need to ask for some help. Okay, do you have your calculator?
Yeah.
Go ahead, get it. Okay, do you know how to do this in your calculator? The negatives? You can say no.
I know how to do negative too.
Okay, so, yeah, put the stuff down. So, negative, so we're gonna do -7 minus -12. And it gives me a +5. Because when you have two negatives next to each other,
Equals a positive.
it equals a positive. So -7 minus a -12 is +5/4.
I knew
I thought that was only multiplication.
No,
Division.
a negative times a negative is positive.
Mhm.
A negative divided by a negative is positive. But this is really a negative times a negative.
Okay.
Okay? When these two are together, it means a positive. Okay? Questions? As long as the denominators are the same, you're good to go. Well, what happens if they're not the same? Good question. Good luck.
What are our problems? Oh, sorry.
It's about to get them, Abby.
You are going to do numbers 1 through 10. Circle number 5 and number 9. Don't never do that because they're like, no, don't be sorry. Just, you're going to have others the next day. Did I hand you one, Ben? Okay, so you're doing 1 through 10. Okay, notice how it says over here, you're doing 1 through 10, it's due on Monday, right? I'll always put it up on the board, it's in your canvas. Number 5 and number 9 are a little different. I want to see who's willing to try to get them correct because I'm going to have you explain it on Monday. Okay? They're not easy because I haven't taught them. I still expect you to try. You have just under 10 minutes. You can knock these out. Any questions?
You said number 9 and number 5, right?
Number 9 and number 5 are the ones that are going to be hard, but 1 through 10 is what you're doing. Hey, proud of you guys. You guys worked hard.